Happy March, everyone. I hope you got your pre-orders in for the Nintendo Talking Flower. Wait, what? There's other games coming out this month? Alright, here's a rundown.
Ooh, March already, is it? Good job I don't have any big plans because, man, it is all popping off with new releases. Let's get into it. After we got the remaster of the first two Soul Reaver games, at long last, the final game in that series is getting a glow up. You can expect all of the usual visual and audio tweaks, as well as the option to play with the original visuals. As a special treat for the cartographer sickos out there, the map of Nosgoth is getting a big upgrade, and will be loaded with new details to help you keep track of absolutely everything. World of Warcraft's 11th expansion, count 'em, 11, marks a major return to one of Azeroth's most iconic settings, Quel'Thalas. You're gonna have your work cut out for you as you form an alliance to push back a massive Void invasion, and Blizzard is also introducing several major gameplay features, progression updates, and refreshed onboarding systems for both new and returning players. At long last, Scott Pilgrim is back for another retro-inspired beat-em-up adventure. After his bandmates are kidnapped, Pilgrim and Ramona Flowers hit the streets for a battle against time and space, against gangs of demons, robots, and most nefarious of all, vegans. The game will feature 7 playable characters, each with their own arsenal of special attacks, and up to 4-player offline and online co-op. After several controversies and a lengthy delay, Marathon is finally ready for release. The next big game from Bungie will see players head to the distant world of Tau Ceti 4 to take part in an age-old pursuit, grabbing loot and gunning down anyone who gets in the way of your lucrative haul. The Sony-published game features a striking art direction, a variety of runner shells that can be fine-tuned to suit your playstyle, and of course, Bungie's signature gunplay. 2023's Planet of Lana was a surprise treat, a deft mix of puzzles, platforming, and atmospheric storytelling set against the backdrop of an alien invasion. The sequel picks up the story 2 years later, and after going through hell and back in the first game, Lana and her cat-like companion are back and ready for another adventure where the very soul of their planet is at stake. The Pokémon franchise has ventured into several different genres across the decades, but now it's venturing into Minecraft territory with a cute crafting game. Featuring a colorful art direction that distracts players from the dark truth that something has caused humanity to vanish off the face of the Poké Earth, Pokémon Pokopia puts you in the genetically malleable body of a Ditto that works to restore the land and inspire other Pokémon to return. Long considered to be one of the best survival horror games of the early 2000s, Fatal Frame 2 is making a comeback with a brand new remake. If you never played the original, Fatal Frame 2 follows twin sisters who become lost in an abandoned village. Even worse, vengeful spirits are haunting the place, and the only way to fight back is with a magical camera that can capture ghosts and seal them away. The remake will offer updated visuals and quality-of-life gameplay improvements, as well as a new gameplay mechanic designed to emphasize the deep bond between the sisters. After starting life as a Steam Early Access game, Greedfall 2: The Dying World is ready for its full launch. A prequel that puts you in control of a new protagonist, Greedfall 2 has received several big updates ahead of its 1.0 release, including gameplay tweaks, new features, more quests, and a whole new explorable region. You might want to switch to a tank top for this game, as Saber Interactive is planning to make you sweat by throwing an absurd number of the undead at you with its proprietary swarm engine. Described as a love letter to 80s horror and over-the-top action films, expect the action to ramp up to armpit-moistening levels in John Carpenter's Toxic Commando, especially when the zombie hordes descend on you. This year's entry in the annual WWE 2K series puts cover star CM Punk in the main event, with a showcase mode that examines not only his greatest bouts, but also dream matches for the outspoken best in the world. On top of that, 4 new match types are making their debut. WWE legends Booker T and Wade Barrett will be sitting behind the commentary desk, and gameplay features a revamped stamina and reversal system. In the mood for some creature collecting fun that doesn't have a Pokemon label attached to it? Then you'll want to grab a sword for Monster Hunter Stories 3: Twisted Reflection, the newest entry in Capcom's monster taming spin-off series. Monster Hunter Stories 3, the game follows an all-new story and cast of characters, and it also has a unique gameplay mechanic centered around habitat preservation and restoration, making each monstie feel like an essential part of an interdependent ecosystem. The only Any good bug is a dead bug, and in Starship Troopers Ultimate Bug War, you'll have the opportunity to take down legions of multi-legged critters. Designed to look and feel like a late 90s shooter by Warhammer 40k bolt gun developer Auroch Digital, the game has large areas full of missions, bugs, and FMVs featuring General Johnny Rico, played once again by Casper Van Dien. MLB The Show 26 will introduce several improvements, like an expanded single-player career mode that charts the journey of a player from the college leagues through to the majors, bear down pitching and big zone hitting for precise control of these positions, and plenty of accessibility and control options. You can even put your best coaching foot forward in the new Trade Logic system and see if you have what it takes to be a baseball general manager. The successor to Black Desert Online, Crimson Desert shifts gears from its predecessor's MMORPG design to give players an open-world single-player action RPG experience. Developer Pearl Abyss has promised fans that the world is ambitiously massive and your choices will shape the region as you deal with a power vacuum, take on monsters, and discover secrets hidden across the land. Based on the popular fantasy manga and anime series, as well as the sequel series Four Knights of the Apocalypse, this Seven Deadly Sins origin follows Prince Tristan across Britannia as he gathers allies to help him fight back against a corruption sweeping across the continent. Taking a few pages from the Genshin Impact playbook, this is a free-to-play gacha game, and it'll be coming to mobile platforms in the future. Life is Strange Reunion is the sequel to Double Exposure, and it will close out the story of Max Caulfield and Chloe Price once and for all. Like recent entries in the series, the narrative adventure game offers a mix of problem-solving and branching dialogue choices that will create new pathways to explore. As both Max and Chloe, players will use their unique rewind and backstroke powers to prevent a deadly tragedy. Another shooter game to look forward to this month, but with cameras, not guns, is Opus Prism Peak. Looking like a lost film from the Studio Ghibli archives, Opus Prism Peak puts you in the shoes of Eugene, burnt-out photographer stranded in the strange Dusklands. After meeting a young girl who has lost her memories, the two team up to uncover the mysteries of the land through a camera lens, commune with local spirits, and reach the distant Dusk Mountain. Science has definitely proven that anime and arcade racing games are pretty awesome, so combining the two should be a surefire recipe for success. Developer Milestone SRL is aiming to do just that with Screamer, a revival of a cult classic racing game that has gotten an anime-inspired makeover, as players will get to experience a dark storyline told from several different viewpoints in the game's single-player campaign. Additionally, there will be several different modes outside of the campaign, testing your skills behind the wheel of a slick hypercar as you race against the clock. There's a new Super Mario Bros. Movie out this month, and to paraphrase the Beastie Boys, it's looking to go intergalactic and interplanetary. Strangely, there's no new Mario game to launch alongside, but a big Switch 2 update for the superb Super Mario Bros. Wonder is a nice consolation prize. The Bella Bell Park expansion adds a new plaza to explore, all sorts of performance improvements, new adventures and activities, 17 new multiplayer minigames, and Rosalina is a playable character. First announced for the Switch 2 all the way back in May 2025, Virtua Fighter 5 Revo World Stage is the beefiest version yet of 2007's Virtua Fighter 5. The classic brawler has been upgraded several times over the decades, and this new edition brings it up to modern fighting game standards with rollback netcode support, rebalanced characters, new combos to master, and cross-play support. Some say that Rome wasn't built in a day, but you can prove them wrong with a marathon session of Nova Roma, a city-building game where you're given the tools to build your very own Roman Empire. Nova Roma tasks you with carefully planning the construction of your city, addressing the needs of the Vox Populi, and appeasing the gods so that you can avoid their wrath. Capcom has done a great job over the last couple of years with its classic game compilations, and next up, it's time for Mega Man Star Force to shine once again. Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection celebrates the 20th anniversary of the franchise, and it includes all 7 games from the Nintendo DS series. The collection will feature a dual-screen setup that features both screens on a single display, online play, and additional features like a gallery of illustrations and music. The current trend in video games is coming into focus, as retro-inspired sequels and prequels to legacy games seem to be the in thing right now. We already kicked off the year with a new God of War game, Sons of Sparta, in this style, and Legacy of Kain Ascendance is the next fan-favorite IP to get this pixel art treatment.
You know, there are all these games coming out, and yet I still can't play the greatest game of all time, Peggle, on my iPhone. Much to think about. All right, we'll be back again next month with all of the biggest games of April 26. Let us know what you're going to be checking out in the comments below. Let us know anything we've missed. See ya.